Unfortunately, for 11 of our regions, there are patches of gold in different parts of the region, and whole communities have become involved. And so it's a very complex and challenging fight. And my government's position is a commitment to the fight against it. But I just want you to understand the difficulty that is, involved in this fight. You saw recently some members of the anti-illegal mining task force went to communities to do their jobs, and they were brutally attacked by the whole community. I mean, the one that happened in Ahafo. I mean, but for good luck and, the intervention of God, I mean, those 9 months task force would have been killed, because there were almost 700 people armed with sticks and stones. Remember what happened to Major Mahama? It was almost a similar incident. And that's not the only place. There have been several places. I'm just trying to explain to you how it has eaten into the fabric of our society. And so I said, no, we cannot have this impunity. And so after they retreated, another group of journalists were going to another community. The community attacked them, and so they had to retreat. In retreating, they had an accident. And so I told the security services, I said, you cannot allow communities to act with impunity. And so you go back there and arrest all those who were involved in those attacks, so that we put back the authority of the state in those areas. And that's why they went back and made those arrests. We're still processing them and taking out those who were involved in the attacks. And we're going to let them face the full rigors of the law, because we need to stamp the authority of the state on issues of security and crime. And so that's taking it apart. But one of the most important things is coordination. When we started the fight, the police were running their own task force. The military were running their own task force. Different groups, district chief executives were running their own task forces. Ministers will gather people and go and say, we're doing anti-Galamsey task force. And there was a lot of extortion from people. They go and say, we're part of the anti-Galamsey task force, and then it's all just to extort money from them. So we said, no, we have to do a proper coordination. And that's how come NIMOS was created. And so now you have to take the mandate from NIMOS before you go on an operation. And you let NIMOS know what operation you're doing, which illegal, you do a reconnaissance, let's